that all right, 51 to 66, since your names are there, don't give any proof, you will be conferred with citizenship. But 66 onwards, you will have to establish that you came from Bangladesh and you are entitled to the citizenship, for which three conditions are laid down. And dates are taken from the Assam Accord, and the relevance of the date, I'll just point out. First is the date of 66, 1st of January 66. The reason is, on that day, the electoral roll for the election of 67 was published. So whoever is there in the electoral roll was possibly presumed to be ordinarily residing and must have come prior to 66. That is number one. Number two, my lord, the second date is 25th of March 71.
That is the date on which 26 is when Bangladesh declares independence.
No, my lord, Bangladesh declared independence on 26th.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, yes, but our date is 25th.
Right. That is the eve of the declaration of
independence. No, there is a reason.
What's the reason for that? Tell us.
Yes, yesterday we tried and found out. Lord, on that, there was a communique by the then Honorable Prime Minister of Bangladesh, Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, to the Government of India. It's communique.
This is 8 February 70. Oh, this is 8 February 72.
72. But there is an undertaking given, my lord, which is mentioned by him, Lord, in this. Lord, please come to the second page of this document.
It's at page 9398 at volume 4A, this communication.
What is the page, Mr. Sibal?
398, volume 4A. It's my
939
yesterday.
9398.
Volume.
Any of the juniors can just check the page and see there.
Yes, I'll just.
Any junior on both sides can check it for a minute, in case there is some error.
9398.
It's a joint communication based on the end of the
yes, correct. This is the one.
Oh, the refugees.
My learned friend.
It appears that the refugees started coming around the 25th of March into India. But this is all history. What was that? What happened? What is the trigger for 25th of March?
No, that is mentioned.
I saw that the Prime Minister of Bangladesh solemnly affirmed his resolve to ensure by every means the return of all the refugees who had taken shelter in India since 25 March 1971 and to strive by every means to safeguard their safety, human dignity and means of livelihood.
Yes, but
what was the trigger? You just find out. I'm sure you can do a little search in history. What was the trigger in Bangladesh on 25 March 1971? Something would have happened in history.
Lord,
there must have been some incident.
This is not on record, my lord, but I must assist your lordships correctly the way I am instructed. Lord, there was a direction by General Yahya Khan that on 25th of March 71 there would be Operation Searchlight. So, meaning thereby, my lord, an invasion or attack on the Bangladeshis, my lord. That was the date. That date is confirmed. That date is in public domain. And therefore, possibly the Prime Minister, Honorable Prime Minister, my lord,
it is Operation Searchlight.
Operation Searchlight. And therefore, the Honorable Prime Minister of Bangladesh said that on 25th, thereafter, we'll take everyone back. It was a solemn assurance given by the sovereign of one country to sovereign of another country.
I'm sorry to interrupt, Malaj, my learned friend permit me. There's the Bangladesh Citizenship Temporary Provisions Order 1972, which is 617 volume 4, which says that it shall come into force on the 26th of March 1971, and in terms of this, all those who are all those whose father, grandfather was born in the territories now comprising Bangladesh and who were the permanent residents of such territories on the 25th of March 1971.
That's the sequel of communique. I was coming to that. That's correct. That's because of the sovereign assurance given by one sovereign to another, and that is how, my lord, the Bangladesh, passed this order. So that is 25th March, but the 25th March is historically, not my lord on record or official stand, was
Actually, you're
operations.
right. I was just doing a little Google search right now. It appears that Operation Searchlight by General Yahya Khan was 25th March 1971.
70. Lord, as a matter of fact, my lord, this was mentioned in the CIA's confidential report, which they declassify after 30 years, and that's available, my lord, even as a CIA report. Not that CIA's report is to be taken by the courts as a gospel truth, but there also, my lord, your lordship would find. That is the my lord, relevance. Otherwise, it's an odd date. It can be 1st January or something, but 25th March had a significance, had relevance. My lord, now please come to subsection 2. My lord, I am rereading section 6A only to point out that now, of course, my lord, this would have relevance on the statute book, but it has outlived its utility because nobody would be, my lord, alive who can, my lord, take benefit except, my lord, the progenies. But that is section 3, which your lordships would be dealing with separately. Please see 2. Subject to the provisions of subsection 6 and 7, but not very relevant subsections, all persons of Indian origin. So, first condition, who came before the first day of entry, so or January 66. So, my entry should be before that.
Yes.
To Assam, meaning thereby the present day Assam, even if somebody comes to Meghalaya, would not get the benefit from the specified territory. So, not from anywhere in Pakistan, only from the Bangladesh part of the Pakistan, including such of those whose names are included in the electoral rolls used for the purpose of general elections to the House of People held in 1967 and who have been ordinarily resident in Assam since dates of their entry into Assam shall be deemed to be citizens of India as from the first day of January 66. Now, my lord, 85 and we are 40 years down the line. So, first difficulty is, my lord, we are also not getting much, my lord, factual record, my lord, what was the reason, but appears to be, my lord, logically, that if my name is in the voters list, at least one fact is established that I was an ordinary resident of that area.
Right.
Whether I am originally Indian or I have come from that part of Pakistan which is now under 6A has to be Bangladesh.
Yes.
Then 3. Subject to provisions of subsection 6 and 7, every person of Indian origin, again, my lord, the same definition, who came to Assam. So, my lord, entry will have to be established on or after first day of January 66. So, after the voters list was over, post-voters list period, my lord. But before 25th day of March 71 from specified territory, so not from Pakistan, from Bangladesh, and, it is and, not or, and, has since the date of his entry into Assam been ordinarily resident in Assam. So, my lord, from the entry till the date of decision. So, not, my lord, few days stay. Continuous stay would be necessary and has been detected to be a foreigner. Not to avoid arbitrariness, judicial intervention, findings by a quasi-judicial body, etc., my lord, shall register himself, he is not directly entitled, shall register himself in accordance with the rules made by the central government in this behalf under section 18 with such authority hereinafter in this section, subsection referred to as the registering authority as may be specified in such rules, and, my lord, now the fourth embargo, and if his name is included in any electoral roll for any assembly or parliamentary constituency in force on the date of such detection, his name shall be deleted therefrom. So, because he was disenfranchised, those who came after 66, they were permitted to stay without any right to participate in the electoral process. That they got only after 10 years of this decision. Then explanation. In the case of every person seeking registration under this subsection, the opinion of the tribunal constituted under the Foreigners Tribunal's order holding such person to be a foreigner shall be deemed to be sufficient proof of the requirement under clause C of this subsection, and if any question arises as to whether such person complies with any other requirement, please note this, my lord, any other requirement. My lord, any other requirement means A and B, because tribunal would declare only C. The registering authority shall.
A and B, and also whether he is of Indian origin.
Exactly. I'm grateful.
The third, because that,
Yes,
that is
yes.
before A and B.
Yes. If such opinion, that is tribunal's opinion, if such opinion contains a finding with respect to such other requirement, decide the question in conformity with such finding. Tribunal had the option to give that finding, then it binds the authority. But two, if such opinion does not contain a finding with respect to such other requirement, refer the question to a tribunal constituted under the said order, my lord, having jurisdiction, my lord, order having jurisdiction in accordance with such rules as the central government may make in this behalf under section 18 and decide the question in conformity with the opinion. Then, my lord, registering authority, who is an executive, will not decide. He will refer it to the tribunal that, sir, you have not dealt with this other two conditions. Please deal with it. And, my lord, will act accordingly. A person registered under subsection 3 shall have, as from the date on which he has been detected to be a foreigner and till expiry of a period of 10 years from that date, the same rights and obligations as a citizen of
I'll tell you
India.
something very interesting. Even the India Code, I just did a search here right now. India Code, which is the authorized repository of Indian statutes, that also says hang jurisdiction. So it's not the private printers, the private publishers.
We have taken
printers
it from this official version.
Professional as well.
Correct.
He is right, my lord. Universal has, I didn't want to name the publisher, but Universal has this mistake.
The repository in India.